Welcome. So in this lecture, I am going to discuss on graph theoretic approach for considering the steady state distribution for the finite Markov processes. Earlier we have covered this how to find this steady state distribution using ergodic theorem when the Markov chain is irreducible. But this graph theoretic approach it is quite simpler, and we shall use the direct method to compute the steady state distribution. So now let us start. This graph theoretic approach was developed by Solberg in 1975 in a paper in Management Science, volume 21. So a graph theoretic formula for steady state distribution of finite Markov process. Now we shall avoid the detailed proof of how to find the steady state distribution. We shall focus on the calculation part, how to calculate this steady state distribution using graph theoretic approach. Now let us start with a definition. An entry Tj to a specific point j in a directed graph G is a spanning subgraph of G. In which every point whether it may be a node or vertex but J has exactly one arc emanating from it and J has none. Thus, an entry to point J is just a tree with the arcs oriented towards the point J. The weight WTJ of an entry J is defined to be the product of the weights of all arcs appearing in Tj. Now we shall use a theorem which I will state below, but I am avoiding its proof. Those who want to go through the detailed proof of the theorem, they can refer to the paper of Solberg. So now the theorem without proof. The limiting distribution mu k of an aperiodic irreducible Markov chain whether it is discrete or continuous parameter with a finite number of states. With a finite number of states is given by mu k equal to ck by summation over j cj, where cj equal to summation over j wi tj is the sum over all the entries to the point j. In the transition diagram of the process. Now let us consider an example. By using this example, we can make the theorem a little bit clear, how the theorem is applied to find the steady state distributions. Now consider an example of irreducible, finite irreducible Markov chain Now consider a Markov chain with a finite number of states. With 3 states, the state space is equal to 1, 2, and the transition probability matrix P equal to 0, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0. This is the transition probability matrix. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are the states. Now, first we have to draw the transition graph. We have 3 states. 1. So first 1 to 2. Its probability is 2 by 3. Then 1 to 3. Its probability is 1 by 3. Then 2 to 1. Its probability is half. Then 2 to 3. Its probability is half. Then 3 to 1. Its probability is half. Then 3 to 2. Its probability is also half. So here all the states are communicable with each other. So the Markov chain is irreducible, because we can also verify that this is periodic also. Now for state 1. For state 1, we have W1 T1. So that is equal to P21, that is equal to 1 by 2. 2 to 1, this is 1 by 2. Here this 1 by 2. Then W2 T1, that is equal to P31, that is equal to 1 by 2. This is 3 to 1. 3 to 1, this is 1 by 2. Then W3 T1, that is P 2 to 3, then again P 3 to 1. Sorry, W3 T1. So this will be P 3 to 2, then P 2 to 1. So this is 3 to 2. 3 to 2, this probability is half, and 2 to 1, this probability is half. So this is 1 by 4. Then W4 T1, so that is equal to P23 into P31, so that is equal to P23. P23 is 1 by 2, into P31, this is again 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 4. So C1 will be equal to summation Wi or W1 Wit1. So that is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So this will be equal to C by 2. So this is C1. So that is equal to 3 by 2. Here we are considering the path P2 to 1, then 3 to 1, then 3 to 2, then 2 to 1, then 2 to 3, and then 3 to 1. So we are considering all the path to enter to state 1. Similarly for state 2. For state 2, we have W1 T2, that is equal to P1 2 2 by 3, W2 T2, that is P3 2. So this is 1 by 2, W3 T2, that is equal to P1 to 3, and then P3 to 2. So this will be 1 by 3 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 6. Then W4 T2, so this will be P2 3 to 1, and then P1 to 2. So this will be 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. So this will be 1 by 3. So C2, that is equal to summation Wi T2. So that will be equal to 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. So this will be equal to 10 by 6. So then for state 3, in the similar way, we can find the for state 3. So W1 T3, that is equal to P1 3, that is equal to 1 by 3. Then W2 T3, P2 to 3, that is equal to 1 by 2. Then W3 T3, that is equal to P1 to 2, then 2 to 3. So this will be 2 by 3 into 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 3. Then W4 T3, so this will be from state 2, P2 to 1, and then P1 3. So 2 to 1, 1 by 2, this is 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 6. So C3 equal to summation over I Wi T3. So this will be equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So this will be equal to 8 by 6. So now we get C1 equal to 3 by 2, C2 10 by 6 and C3 equal to 8 by 6. So summation over J Cj, so that will be equal to 3 by 2 plus 10 by 6 plus 8 by 6. So this will be equal to 27 by 6. So now to find the steady state distribution or limiting distribution, we have limit n tends to infinity p j1 n, that is equal to nu 1, that is equal to c1 by summation over j cj c1, that is 3 by 2 divided by 27 by 6. So this will be equal to 1 by 3. Then limit n tends to infinity pj2n, that is equal to nu 2. This will be c2 by summation over j cj. So this will be 10 by 6 divided by 27 by 6 equal to 10 by 27. Then limit n tends to infinity pj3n. So this is equal to nu 3 c3 by summation j cj. This will be equal to 8 by 6 by 27 by 6 equal to 8 by 27. So here we can see that nu 1 plus nu 2 plus nu 3 equal to 1. So now the limiting distribution, that is limit n tends to infinity p to the power n, this will be equal to 1 by 3, 10 by 27, then 8 by 27. 1 by 3, 10 by 27, 8 by 27. 1 by 3, 10 by 27, 8 by 27. So this is distribution. So now another example we can consider. So consider the transition probability matrix of a Markov chain P equal to 0, half, 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 0, half, then half, half, 0, and S equal to 1, 2, 3. In the similar manner, we can proceed to find the limiting distribution. So you can try it yourself how to find the limiting distribution or the steady state distribution using this graph theoretic approach. So in hope you can able to apply this graph theoretic approach to find the steady state distribution. So in my next video I will consider a general ergodic theorem, that means the ergodic theorem for reducible chains. Thank you all.